welcome creators. I'm the homie Yos, and this is my channel, where we inspire creativity, explore game development, and bring Unreal Engine projects to life. I'm truly excited to bring you this one, because Unreal Editor for Fortnite finally lets us build Fortnite games the way we've been wanting to. Not just playing, but actually creating. I'll show you how to get UEFN set up, start an island, and get your first NPC up and running. Fast and clean. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. So with that said, let's jump into the Unreal Editor for Fortnite. Okay, before we open UEFN, I'm going to show you how to get it if you don't have it. You just go here, I'll put the link to this in the description, and you'll go ahead to the Unreal Editor. And the Unreal Editor for Fortnite, right here, because I already have it downloaded, would be where you can download. And once you start downloading, it would ask you to accept the creative UEFN terms. You also want your friends that you're going to invite to your island to make sure they have on their account that they sign those terms. Again, this link will be in the description below. Once you go ahead, and also I wanted to point out, if you scroll down here, you can get some text, some README file, not a file, just it's another website where it goes and it explains the steps to take. Make sure you have an Epic account set up. Make sure you have a Fortnite. Make sure you download Fortnite. Make sure you have an account set up, and then you can go ahead and download the or start using the UEFN. Sorry. So you just go ahead. Let me show you. If you go into the Epic's browser, now this is the one that's on your computer. You'll see over here, I have access to the Unreal Editor Fortnite and Fortnite. The editor is not inside the Unreal Engine. So if you go in there, that's where I got lost at. I was like, where is it? I never got it. I never received it. But then when I went back into the games, I just noticed it the other day. Wow, it's there. Okay, great, wonderful. So I downloaded it, and now I'm playing it. So that's how you get to it. Like, I have Fortnite already downloaded here, and I do play. I got myself an account. So yeah, so we're just gonna go ahead and open the UEFN. Okay, once it loads up, you're gonna get this here. This is gonna be your project. You won't have anything up here. This is just different projects I started. You can go and start a new project, or there's different templates that you can check out. You can go to feature examples, brand templates, and it'll show you, like, you got the Legos here you can start off with. Just experiment a little bit at a time. This also has the feature setups. It does little demos, little walkthroughs and stuff. I'm excited to try the VFX. But in this game, we're just go ahead and open a basic island. As you can see, they have a lot to choose from. I'm gonna go with the tropical island. And you go ahead and name your project here. I'm just naming mine Tropical 1. This is the file folder it's gonna be loaded at. If you have team members, you go ahead and click that. If not, just for this tutorial, we're just gonna leave that blank. Brand selected is Fortnite. That's the brand we're gonna load up. So let's go ahead and hit create. Okay, now you see that our island has loaded. And if I just go ahead and just hold in the right on the mouse button, I can go ahead and hit W, and I can just go ahead and fly through the scene. See how it looks. I hit the S, scroll back a little bit. I can get a full view of the island. All right, so now the first thing I want to do is I want to put my player to spawn right here. If I go and hit play right now, or if I go on launch session, he's going to just appear in the sky. So we're going to go ahead and make a spawner. Now how you do that is you come down here to the content drawer, and you'll see that you only have these 3 files. Like, okay, what do I do with those? What you want to do is you want to hit all, or you can come down here where it says Fortnite. But that's where all your folders, files are going to be. You just go and hit the Fortnite. So everything's going to be here. So what we want to do is we want to type in spawner. Okay, and then you should look for player spawner. Okay, here's the player spawner here. We're just going to go ahead and we're going to drag it into the scene here. And we're going to drop it. Now I'm going to hit F to zoom in on it. Go down a little bit. I just want to make sure he is level there. You can also just hit the end key and it'll bring them straight down to the ground. Now you also want to go to your outliner and type in settings. And you'll see that you get island settings here. You can go ahead and click on that and you'll see that it's all the way down there. You can also bring it up so you can find it later. If you don't want to type it in, it's not visible in the game. And down here is all the settings that you would need. I'll bring this up here. There we go. Now, if you come here under the search, just type in spawn and you'll see spawning. Make sure you have the spawn pad selected. So that's all you should have to do. And let's go ahead and test this out. So I'm going to hit the launch session. Make sure you hit the save selected. Okay, now that you see that's loaded up, you can see we spawned at this location instead of hovering over the earth and gliding down. So it's good to have control of where you're going to spawn your character. Now here's another thing we can do. If I go and hit Alt Tab, then I got my gameplay over here. So if I want to go ahead, let's say, give this guy a weapon. So I hit Alt Tab and I come over to my editor here and I go to the content drawer here and I just type in weapon. Now it should give you a bunch of different weapons. Ooh, a lightning gun. That sounds great. Let's just drop that in the scene. We don't want to drop it into the game. Let's put it somewhere here on the shore. All right, looks great. So what you want to do now is you want to, well, I need to expand this a little bit more over here. You'll see where it says push changes. Go ahead and select that and it's going to go ahead and restart. You can see it's restarted the game over here and just wait, hit save selected and just wait for it. And you can see that our gun is in the middle. So you just want to wait for all that validation. Now, as you can see, I'm over here and I'm not able to pick it up because the game hasn't finished loading. You got to wait for it. As you can see up at the top here, it says edit mode preparing. You got to wait for that to finish. So after that's done doing its thing, it's going to reload the game and then you can go ahead and play it. Okay, as you can see, it reloaded the game. So we run up here and now we can grab the weapon. This is a lot of fun. This is great. But we really have nothing to shoot, so let's go ahead and put something to shoot. So I'm going to hit Alt Tab. I'm going to go ahead and open this a little bit. And what I want to look for, let me go back under Fortnite here. Let me get rid of this. What you want to look for is devices. So go ahead and hit devices. And you're going to look for AI inside devices. Double click that and you can see you got a guard spawner, you got a wildlife spawner. So I'm going to choose the wildlife spawner and drag that in the scene. So I want to put it a bit further away from the gun. So I want to run down and grab the gun. And as you can see, the spawner here, if you go inside the details panel, here, let me close this out. Since you got the wildlife selected, now here's all the details. How many you want to spawn. You can also select the team if you want to. That'd be more settings. We're going to do that later. We're just going to keep team wildlife and creatures as far as that goes. But let's go ahead and put it on the 6. And you can have it allow infinite spawns, or you can have it to spawn. So we're going to take off allow infinite spawns. And the total number we want is 6. So, and I'm going to bring this down to 0.1 at its lowest point. All right, so I am going to drop in another gun. So I'm going to go back into Fortnite here. I'm going to go into weapon. And how about an assault rifle? Let's go and drop that in there too as well. And we can put a couple more things in. Now, you also want to drop in some ammo. Just if you run out of ammo, it's kind of boring without ammo. So we got medium, high. I'm going to go ahead and select all of these and drop them in. Yeah, let's go ahead and put a shotgun in here while we're in here. There we go. Just a regular auto shotgun. Drop that in. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and push changes and let it do its thing. Pick up some ammunition. I want to check this gun out. Oh, now they're mad. They're coming after me. Let me finish these guys off. Okay, it looks like one spawned in the floor, which I don't think is a good thing. Like he's somewhere inside the ground. We don't want that. So I'm going to show you a fix on that. So I'm going to come over here onto settings and where it says spawn through walls. I'm going to uncheck that. You can also lower the radius. I see like the radius here. Open this up a little bit more. So the spawn radius, you can make it a little bit lower. So he does, looks like he was maybe he spawned in the mountain somewhere and fell through the floor. So that would go ahead and take care of it. You can also change these if you want to bears, frogs, or my favorite, the raptors. You can also put them where you can ride them. So we're going to turn this down to 4 because the raptors are a little bit more difficult. So we're going to go ahead and push that. You see, there's the raptors. It takes a little while for my guns to pop up. So we need to quickly get a gun and get away from these raptors here. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to end the game once all the AIs are eliminated. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and click our island settings. Now, once in our island settings, you want to scroll down into see end conditions, or you can just type end conditions up here at the search bar, and you'll find out. Make sure you're under the details. You don't want to be under the world settings. You want to be under the settings it's for the island. So make sure you hit that detail, and that's where your end conditions will be. And then you'll find out, you'll be seeing all these different ones. AIs, enemies eliminated till end, and you just go ahead and select that. And I'm just going to go ahead and put 4 for all 4. Also, if you want, you can add a timer. And in your timer, after you go say time limit, you can put 5 minutes. I'm just going to put this just for test it out for 1 minute. So it gives us 1 minute to kill the AIs. So after done with those settings, I'm also going to grant the player a weapon instead of just going ahead where you can go and pick these up. Just show you how to do that. Okay, the first thing you want to do is go back into your browser here. I mean the content drawer, and under the Fortnite, you want to look for devices. Okay, you can go ahead and go into that folder, and then you have all these other subfolders. You want to go into items. And then in the items, you're going to find an item granter. So what you want to do is go ahead and just bring that into your scene here. Okay, while we have our item granter selected, if you see here in the detail panel, here is all the different settings. Now under item list, you want to go ahead and hit the plus button to add in another item. Now what we're going to do is where it says item definition, we can go ahead and select the item. Just hit the drop down, and we want that arc lightning gun. There it is. Ooh, level 5. That's not. Oh, there's a level 6. We're gonna get that. And on here you can see how I made it quantity. I'm just gonna hit 2 to mess with it. Okay, now we want to grant the item. So we're gonna go under the user options functions here, and where you see the grant item, we're gonna hit the plus button here and create one. Now we can go ahead and find the player, but the easiest way would just hit this little eyedropper here, and let's go ahead and find our player. He's all the way over there. So we'll just go ahead and pick player spawner, and there it is right there. There's the pick player spawner. Next, under the player spawner here, you'll see where it says none. You want to go ahead and hit that drop down and on player spawned. So that's commanding it to go, the weapon to go to the player spawner and to spawn on player spawns. So let's go ahead and push the changes and go into our game. Okay, then you see we start the game, and I guess it doesn't matter how many I have. It only spawns 1. But as you see, I didn't have to grab the lightning gun. I already possessed it. So if we kill all 4 of these, it's going to end the game. And you can see none of them spawned inside the ground, the floor, because you turned off spawn through walls. Oh, he's going to kill me. And as you can see, it ended the match. Now here's another, it's just good. This is before the game. So if I just want to start the game, I can just hit exit and just go ahead and start the game. This is the same thing as the creator, island creator on inside the Fortnite game. You can go ahead and copy, place things wherever you want. You can hit the double space and you can fly around. And as you can see, you got your controls right here. Push, pull, grow, shrink, resize, reset, drop, grind, snap, collision, everything you need. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to add an NPC. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my content drawer here, and I'm going to go under all. And if you look where the name of the game that we created in the beginning, that's the folder we're going to have everything in. That's our folder. So I want to right click and I want to create a subfolder, and I'm going to call this NPC. Okay, so next I want to make another subfolder, and I just want to call it enemy. It's good to stay organized. Okay, so I know which NPC I'm using. Okay, now while we're in the subfolder, I'm going to go ahead and right click, and I'm looking for artificial intelligence NPC character definition. Oops, let me bring that back up. I want to hit F2 and then call this NPC def. Okay, so it's like NPC character definition. So before we go into here and mess with these settings, what I want to do is go back into viewport, and we're going to go ahead and drop in an NPC. So I'm going to go back into the Fortnite folder here, and we're going back into devices. So I'm just going to, while I'm in devices, I'm looking for NPC, and there's our NPC right here. This is the NPC spawner. We're going to put him across the river over here. Just make sure he's not going through the ground. I'm just going to go ahead and put him on the flat surface. I'm going to hit end. Okay, he looks good. Now we'll just go ahead and mess with the settings. Okay, so we're going to go back to the settings that we were creating, and the NPC type, I want to go ahead and drop this down. I want to select guard. Okay, so that's on guard mode basically. So he'll run around and shoot you. So if you look down under modifiers, you got your different index 0 here. You got index 1 and index 2. You got your health here where you can give them shields. Your shields are out to 100. You can make them 200. That'd be here. So max shields, you can do is max shields. Turn them up. Starting shields, you can give some shields starting up. And under team, we are going to select wildlife and creatures. We can do a team, but then we would have to set it up. For this tutorial, we're just going to use wildlife and creatures. And under cosmetics, this is where you get to pick the character skin. So you got a lot to choose from here. You can also select the random Fortnite characters if you just want it random, but we'll just keep it here. Okay, now we want to give them a new, at least a weapon. So under my modifiers, I'm going to hit the little plus button so I can create another one. So you got a bunch to choose from here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do an inventory modifier. So it's going to grant them inventory. So after that, under items, I'm going to hit plus. And now I get to select a weapon. Level 5 assault rifle. That looks pretty good. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and save this. We're going to go back into the level. Okay, in the details, make sure you have the NPC spawner and not just the NPC itself. So select the spawner instance. And under the NPC character definition, we're going to select the one we just created. Let's go ahead and save that. I like to make sure everything's saved. So now we can just push the changes and just wait for that to load up. Okay, now we hit start. You can see our NPC over there. So he sees me, he starts shooting. So his accuracy is kind of like limited. It takes a while to kill you. If I can kill him. And my time's running out. I got to make sure I kill 4 enemies before time runs out. So if I just kill 4 of these, it should end. There we go. Now I'm going to go and improve his accuracy. So let me go into the editor here and make sure I got the spawner selected. So you can change a lot of these settings here, or you can just go back into the character's definition and you want to go under the behavioral settings. So we can change his accuracy. It's on moderate. I'm going to change it to very high. Under loot, can drop loot. Let's go ahead and test them out. We'll go back in here. We're going to go ahead and push changes. Save selected. Uh-oh, and the AI is already shooting at me. Oh, yeah, his accuracy is very high. That's exactly what we wanted. And I'm going to let the time run out on this one. Oh no! We got 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. That's the game. All right. All right, creators, that's going to be it for this video. I will be bringing more UEFN content to the channel because I'm honestly hooked. They took 2 of my favorite things and put them together like peanut butter and jelly. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on what's coming next. And like always, stay inspired, keep creating, and I'll see you in the next one.